Recording in progress.
From the community.
Hello, guys.
So, hi, Viviana.
Hi.
Hi.
We are doing the retelling of work in English in common, just for you to know. And yes, it is a place of human contact. It also functions as a social club, an information network, and even an informal dating agency. But a lot of people are job addicts and they don't even realize it. But the real addicts could be like the private of their peaks, and if they don't work, they become irritable and lethargic. Even the death rates increase significantly in the first 6 months. So it's been defined. A lot of things are being defined by the work. A lot of people tend to think that without the work they can lose their appreciate for life. But as the article says, it says that the work has changed a lot. For example, in the pre-industrial age, the work was task-oriented, and they didn't have time structure, and they wouldn't focus on the money, but they focus on survival. For example, in the Industrial Revolution, it started to change the work because it was no longer surrounded by seasons, but by the clock. So you will work for hours. And for example, um, for example, they began to provide money rather than food and goods. So it changed a lot. And then at the time of the information technology, again, the workplace started to change because the workplace itself becoming unnecessary. And a lot of people keep in touch via email and phone. But these methods has their downsides because they lose touch with the workplace and the people there. But at the end of the day, we're going to change our work styles again and again and again, and we have to get used to it because that's the natural work rhythm, and which we will return, we want it or not. And yes, that's it. It's your turn, Viviana.
Okay.
First,
Okay.
Iris, you did great. We have to go back.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
¿Quieren ese coque? Pues yo no quiero.
Hi, teacher.
Exactly. All right. So let's go ahead and before we check, guys, I'm going to take attendance, okay?
Okay.
So Alexandra,
Pase por el
Present.
Is there a kid crying?
yeah, here's some kid noise.
¿Por qué no pasó
Yes,
para
I
allá,
was
mami?
thinking
Vea,
that it
no
was
hay espacio
in
ahí
Carrie
casi.
house, teacher house.
No, I don't have
It's the
anything.
ghost
Ve más
that,
bien unas
that
balas
lives
que hay
in
con...
the teacher's house.
That was in the other house, Anna, not this house.
Okay.
I don't have ghosts in this house.
Do you believe in ghosts, teacher? Aliens.
Aliens. No, I think like the only kids that I know of here would be Almond probably. But I know Almond, are you close to your children? But what's his children?
No, no, it's not here in my home.
Then I don't know.
They have teenager. That's teenagers.
Yeah, Jose's children are like teenagers or
Oh.
adults, right, Jose?
No, in my house, my children are out of my room. I close
But
my.
you don't have kids, right? Like they're not young, they're teenagers.
No, no, teenagers.
Mhm.
Yeah, you see. Well, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
The
It's
year?
Stephanie? Stephanie's the only one that's not here and can answer, so let's say it was a Stephanie. Because no, that I know, I don't know, Viviana has, but I don't know.
Yes, teacher. I
They're
have
not that young,
my-
right?
Yes, my daughter has 16 years old.
Yeah, that
You
is,
have a teenager.
A teenager is my baby.
mothers will always see their children as babies.
Uh-huh.
But you know, like, I don't know where that kid was.
Teacher,
Someone
she's
has
my,
a ghost.
Teacher, she's my baby. Teacher, she's my. Say hello. Hello.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
I
no.
Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
yeah,
She's like, bye, what am I doing?
Teacher,
Well,
she
Viviana,
speaks
nice to
English,
see
not
you.
me. Nice to meet
You
you.
should practice with her, Viviana. Practice makes perfect, right? Always try
She
to
can
practice
speak
with her.
English, but not me.
You're getting there, Viviana. Practice makes perfect. Soon.
Yeah.
Right. But very good,
My
Viviana. Good to see
grandmother-
your camera. Good to see your camera. Leave your
Yes.
camera on.
Teacher, it's because sometimes a lot of people is here and they are talking.
A lot of people.
is here.
Are
Are
here.
here and they are talking. Teacher, it's complicated sometimes.
Don't worry. But last
And they are here.
when you guys
behind
have the
me
cameras
walking.
on, and you're like, don't pass by. No, I understand. Like I was like for this weekend because of Father's Day, I was at the beach, right? And I had to teach Monday morning, obviously, right? So I didn't ask for it off. And I was here, right, teaching the beach in the background and everyone yelling. Like my cousin has a baby girl, right? Oh, she's like 5, I think. I don't know. Pool, this and that. I was like, shh, I'm working. And then she would come to the camera like, and I'm like, no, I love you, but no. And like,
Teacher,
Yeah, no,
I
no.
was trying to practice with my daughter, but she always say me, Mom, you talk like a robot, Mom.
it's because you think a lot. She probably
Don't
doesn't have to think about it
You
anymore.
don't have accent, Mom.
It's practice, Vienna. The more you can practice,
Yes.
right? But all right, guys. Well, I stopped in. Alexandra was there. Anna's there because I just heard her yes. Camila.
Present
You're
eating
muted.
I'm here eating a rice cake.
Ooh, delicious. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Jealous.
But it's a rice cake.
You don't know what that is? Let me show you.
No.
Mhm.
This is a rice cake.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh,
I
no,
normally
teacher,
eat it
No,
with
I-
peanut
teacher,
butter.
but it's
With jam is delicious. I hate them.
What? No, I love it. Well, I'm a huge peanut butter fan, right? So anything I can put peanut butter on, I do. So like celery peanut butter, carrots peanut butter, and rice cake. So I love those with peanut butter.
Rice cakes with orange and chocolate. It is my favorite
Ooh.
combination ever.
That's a good combination. I have not thought of. All right. Stephanie's phone just died. Iris is there, right? Iris?
I'm here. Yes,
Hi,
I'm here.
Who
Hello.
else is there? Millie?
Here, teacher.
Natalie?
Here.
Almond?
Here.
Valeria?
I'm here.
Okay.
Sorry, my internet is
Eh.
so bad.
Don't worry. Veronica?
Present.
And Viviana?
here.
Okay. So yeah, well, Stephanie, let's give her a couple minutes because she said it was her, right? That wrote in the chat that her phone died.
Venga, denle un beso a
Oh, she
mami
sent me a
para que la
private
vean
message.
amorosa.
But yeah, okay.
Teacher, I
Tell
want
me.
to, I gonna, I don't know how to
You
say
want to
that.
start?
No.
Yes, yes,
I gonna resetear el router.
Okay, I'm going to
5
restart my router.
Restart my router.
Go ahead. And if it works better, camera's on, right?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna do it.
That sounded like a very sarcastic yeah.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna restore my router. I come back.
Go ahead. Thank
Bye.
you.
we can choose a day for everyone to
Today's a perfect day to turn on your cameras, guys.
No, teacher.
I am in pajamas right now because when I came back from work, I always take off my clothes because coronavirus. So,
Camila, it's nice to meet you. I had never seen you.
Yes, this is my rice cake.
Oh my goodness, that looks even more delicious now that I'm seeing it.
Yes, this is me. Hello, people.
Hi, Camila.
Hello, Camila.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Anna, why did you turn your camera off? You did not look.
my computer doesn't work, so it turned off whenever it wants to. Well,
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Now I'm here.
Hey, Alexandra, nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Alexandra meeting looks familiar.
Yeah.
They look similar.
Cousins.
It was like,
Yeah, you guys do like, I don't know. I think it was Millie that I said once. Millie, didn't you have like this hair? And it was because I confused you with Alexandra once.
Really, teacher?
Remember like the first time I taught you and then you turned like your camera, didn't you have like, and you're like, no. And I was like, huh. And then the next day I saw Alexandra, I was like, I confused her with another student. Like I know who you guys are by voice. Like as soon as like, I don't know, someone says, okay, you're going to teach this class with this, I'm like, okay, I know who this, oh, look at the cat.
oh, is she or he?
It's a she, right? I don't know. Or
It's a she. Her name is Hiri.
so yeah,
She's-
I forgot what I was saying.
Hiri.
I don't know where's my dog.
My dogs are like downstairs making a mess. So they're literally like, it's at next door. They have cats. So they're literally like, this is the gate, this is the cat, and they're right here like,
Oh,
so they're playing. But all right, guys, let's start the retelling before we continue with anything else. Veronica, can you start telling me what this article is about, please?
This reading is about work, and it is start. No, it's start.
It starts by saying or it mentions.
It starts saying that the work sometimes drives us crazy, but when we don't have it, we miss it, and we want it because everyone wants to be valued and receive a salary for this. Receive a salary for this makes us happy.
Because this makes us happy or makes us feel important.
Makes feel us important.
Makes us feel important.
Okay, the first us make us feel important. Also talks about the non-jobs.
It talks
about the non-jobs that are those who don't receive a salary, and the real job that receive a paid employment, and
which are paid employment.
Which are paid employment, and be a part of a job increase of self-esteem because makes us feel useful. And it doesn't matter if you don't like your job, because according to some expert, even if you don't like what are you doing.
What
eh,
you are doing?
what you are doing, be part of a team contributes to our sense of well-being.
Thank you, Veronica. That's fine. Alexandra, can you continue for me, please?
Yes. It also talks about how work has changed during different eras or movement of
Ages?
ages of history, human history. First of all, talk about the pre-industrial age, where people people's job was tax oriented to survival, especially the first part. Then it talks about industrial revolution that radically changed how people work. In that era, it is not about survival. It is now tax oriented by clock and to have money to buy goods. And also the world was separated for the rest of the life. Then it talks about the information revolution, information technology, where people people don't need to be in the workplaces. They can work all around the world, and only they can connect to a VPN and work from where they want. If they want to the beach, they can do it.
I want to go to the beach.
Yeah, I want to go to the beach. It also talks about how people don't realize that they are job addicted. It talks about job addicted.
Addicts.
I also say that when people retire after long years of working, they feel depressed, lethargic, irritable, of not doing anything after they retire. It is all about the talking.
All right. Thank you, Alexandra. That was fine.
Thank you.
Anything you want to add for me, please, Olman? Hey, Olman, you're on mute. All right, he stepped away. Iris? Iris, you're also on mute.
Ale, which part did you leave it? Sorry.
She talked about the revolutions and how people are job addicts.
Okay. The Industrial Revolution.
She already talked about it.
I can talk about it. Sorry.
She talked about the different stages, which were right pre-industrial era, the after the industrial
technology. Okay. And the downsides of the information technology also.
No, she hasn't talked about that.
Okay, perfect. But also this kind of workplace, it has their downsides because workers lose touch with the workplace and the people there. But the work has changed and it will be changing forever, and we have to condition it ourselves. Condition. We have to condition ourselves into accepting this kind of work. And yes, that's the natural work rhythm. We will
No, estoy en clases, tía.
Return to.
Return to it.
Return to.
Return to. Oh, just return to. Okay, and return to.
And what about your opinion? What do you think about all this, Iris?
I don't know because I don't work, but I think that yes, the work eventually will change. Like, for example, COVID, like not all the people were conditioned to work from home, but now they're doing it. And I think like even after COVID, we're going to still working from home.
We're going to still?
We're going to still working from home. Working. Work from home. We're still going.
We're still going to work from home, or we're still going to be working from home?
Working. Okay, we're still going to be working from home. And yes, it's something that we have to get used. But it's a really, it has to it.
Used to.
Used to. Something that we have to get used to. And yes, that's it. I don't know.
All right.
I don't work.
All right. Anything else, guys? Anyone wants to add? Anything that was omitted? Opinions? No? All right. Guys, that was fine. You're not helping each other. You're making mistakes and you guys are just on mute. You have to listen to your classmates. First of all, so you know what they said, so you don't repeat the same information, okay? Because sometimes you don't have to follow an order with this. You can talk about something in the second paragraph and the last paragraph. And you're the one that has to make sure you know what they said, so you can say something else, okay? Part of that listening skill is really a factor if I give you a 1 or a 2, okay? So make sure you're listening so you don't repeat, and make sure you're helping each other, guys. There was no help there. Literally no help, okay? So, we're meeting everyone today, right?
Teacher, he is angry
Why?
because he wants to talk.
And you won't give him the truck. Yeah, he has an angry face.
Yes.
Hola, Yayo.
He's like, I want my toy truck. Hi. Que no, hijo.
He is angry with me, teacher.
Because, but what was he doing? A lot of noise with the truck?
He was sleeping.
Right, yeah, when they wake up, they're super angry always.
Yeah.
But he's adorable. How old is he?
2 years.
2?
Yeah.
He's like,
So cute.
Her face is so funny. He's so cute.
Bye bye. Diga adiós, papi, diga.
Bye.
Yes.
Diga bye bye.
He just has an even angrier face.
Yeah.
See, this is why I like when you have your cameras on. I get to see everything and meet everyone.
Teacher, for me, it's better to take my camera off.
To have. Oh yeah, no, of course. If your internet's terrible, right? So you're not going to have it on. But if you see that your internet's stable, you could have it on. You know, everyone that's in class today that has their camera off. All right, guys. But very good. I mean, good job with the retelling. You do know what the article is about. But yes, guys, I do need you to help each other, okay? Even if you do the retelling fine and you don't help and you're making basic mistakes, that sometimes gives you a 1, okay? So remember to help each other, okay? But all right, guys, the next thing I want to practice a little bit more is the retelling about Rex, okay? So let's take a picture or a screenshot of this, please.
Picture.
Tell me, Stephanie.
I'm sorry, I got disconnected. It's because my phone died.
Oh, yeah, I saw your message. I'm sorry. I saw it. I put you present.
Oh, thank you. Yes, but yeah, it's because it was.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's I saw it, and when I was going to respond, you had already disconnected, and I was like, let's give her a couple of minutes. Don't worry. All right, there you go. Do you have the picture, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, perfect. All right, then let's go ahead and practice in pairs the retelling, okay?
Hi, Viviana.
Hi. Hi. Hello. Okay, let me see the document and okay. Tía, quita esa vara. Okay, please moment.
Take your time, don't worry.
Okay, it's here. Okay, Rex Lewis. Okay, okay. Let me see. Okay. Rex was born blind with brain damage, so severely he would never walk, talk, or do much of anything. At the age of 7, he was labeled a musical genius in piano because he had an ability to play complex piano pieces. He could hear only once and then change it into other kids. And okay, Rex is a musical seventh one of a handful of people in the world who share blindness, mental disability, and musical genius, but sometimes he was upset and confused by basic concepts. At age 10, Rex was improved dramatically. He worked diligently and had moved beyond repeating music into the realm of genius creative. And let me see, at the end several links. Okay, and Rachel and Rex was playing together and they were sounding musical together, but they were only friends in the musical. Derek was a good pianist with 26 volts and blind. He born premature with limitation, but the teacher worked with him after 10 years. He was a person intelligent. He was sounding musical famous like Mozart and other musicals. Derek and Rex had abilities to the music, and Derek was practicing every day. Okay, that's all.
That was okay, but remember that Derek and Rex are still alive, so they play. They are playing. Not they were, because they're still alive and they're still playing. So.
But they are playing together now.
No, they don't play together. I don't think they even know each other.
Oh, so yes, they were playing because it's in past, not now.
No, because they weren't playing together in the first place. I mean, en el video nunca tocaron juntos. Solo se mencionaron como Derek as a...
Okay, so they are playing.
Yes, they are playing the piano as musical prodigies or something like that. But yes, overall it was okay. And just remember that it's plain. The pronunciation is plain.
Plain.
But yes, it was pretty good. And yes, it's my turn. The video is about Rex Lewis, a blind prodigy. He was born with a cyst in his brain and has severe brain damage. He's blind. When he was born, he wasn't able to walk, talk, and he had autistic-like symptoms. At the age of 2, his father gave him a keyboard, and he was fascinated with it. And after that, he was able to walk, talk, and run. At the age of 8, he was able to repeat music after listened to it for the first time. But without the piano, he will feel upset and confused. He was able to improvise. He was able to improvise in the piano for a very long time. And at the age of 10, he was able to create his own music, and people start to talk about him and how he had the savant gift that that is basically disabled persons that have an exceptional talent that have an exceptional talent in a specific field. The video also introduced us to Rachel Flowers, another blind prodigy. She had the ability to teach herself the flute, but she had something very wrong, that she didn't have any social skills. She will play with Rex piano, but they will never get a conversation. There was no interaction between them besides the piano. Then the video also introduced us to Derek Paravaccini. He was 26 years old at the time of the video. He's a jazz pianist, and he has even more limitations. He was born premature, and he was incapable to go to the bathroom by himself, and he couldn't even raise 3 fingers. Many people talk about him, and they think that he's a living iPod because he could play any song he's ever heard, and he can play any music style. He currently play in a jazz band, and that's the way he earned a living. He used to live in London in a music school for disabled people. Years later, we catch up with Rex, her friend, his friends. He's now an grown man, and he created his own foundation where people with disabilities can make music for free, and they can find their own voice and their own path in the life. And you can even donate to the foundation if you want. And yes, that's it. I believe that Rex grew up well, and he's an amazing man, and I think that what he's doing is going to change the world forever. And yes, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Let me see.
But yes, I don't know what else to say.
Oh, I was talking and I was in mute. Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, let me see. He born with kiss in his brain damage.
He was born with a cyst in his brain, and he had severe brain damage. Because now he's okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, he was born blind with brain damage so severe he could never walk, talk, or do much of anything. His father gave him a keyboard for the second birthday. The piano was the first thing he wanted to do in the morning. Rex learned to walk, talk, and even skills. After that, he learned to walk, talk. At the age of 7, he was labeled a musical genius because he had an ability to play. An ability to play complex and pieces he could hear only once and then change it into other keys. Okay. David, and after that, David wanted other student, and he introduced Rachel for teaching the piano except the flute. because she learned by herself. The teacher told that who has a limitation can talk with the music, and they were playing together. That Rachel and Rex was playing together and they were sounding musical, but they were only friends in the musical. Derek was a good pianist with 26 volts and believed he born premature with limitation, but the teacher worked with him after 10 years. He was a person intelligent. He was sounding musical famous like Mozart and other music. Derek and Rex had abilities to the music and Derek was playing every day. Okay, moreover, Rex and Kathleen, the other girl, creates their foundation which supports musical education for individuals who are blind or autistic. Okay.
And your opinion?
My opinion.
Yes, it's part of the storytelling, your opinion.
Let me see.
What do you think about Rex and Friends?
I said Rachel and Rex was playing together. They were sounding.
No. That's storytelling. What do you think about it? I mean, it's great. Yes, you. What do you think about it?
Okay, I think that he was a person who has a lot of limitation, but he learned little. He learned because all people had motivation about him, so he could learn alone, learn by himself. Now he's a good pianist, and I think that it's very important for him to have a good foundation which support the other people, because like blind or autist, because he had a select audience to sound music.
Yes, very good. Yes, it's because they in the evaluation they will ask you about your opinion also.
Okay.
It's part of the as the same as addicted to texting and work. You need to tell about personal opinion. In this case, it's like more simple because Rex has a foundation and it's something that you can talk about and give your opinion, like a good opinion. In other cases, in other teams, it's difficult. But yes.
Recording in
Alright, guys,
progress.
so let's go ahead and check. Let's see. Jose, can you start telling me what this video is about, please?
Yes, teacher. I going to tell you about Rex Lewis. Rex Lewis was born. He was born blind with a cyst in his brain, and he developed.
He
Developed it. Developed severe autistic symptoms. His mother saw he never could do things like the common people, like what, thought, and others things, like dress himself. Okay. When he was 2 years old, father gave him a keyboard. He was fascinated with the keyboard and he always was playing it. When his abilities to play the music grew up, he was able to what, talk, run, and have basic conversations.
Mhm.
Okay. When he was 8 years old, he could repeat the music after listening it once. After listening
Mhm.
it mhm,
To it,
once, listen to it,
listening to it.
listening to it once. He could play songs with the piano. For him, play music has been very easy.
Mhm. Right,
Okay.
that's fine, Jose. Thank you. Can you continue for me? Who didn't I hear the other time? Natalie, can you continue for me, please?
Yes, teacher. Rex also was one of the exceptional people in the world who shared a mysterious combination between blindness, mental disabilities, and also exceptional music talent, which is amazing. The video also talked about Rachel Flowers. She was 11 years old and she was blind prodigy too. She had
Blind.
a a blind prodigy too. She has amazing music abilities such that she are able to learn how to play the flute. She is able to learn how to play the flute herself, but she
By
doesn't
herself?
have social by herself, but she doesn't have social skill.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, Rachel and Rex could play together and have conversation, but just through of the music, and they didn't have more interaction themselves.
Between themselves?
Okay.
All right. That's fine. Thank you, Natalie. Can you continue for me? Let's see. Camila?
I was getting another rice cake for which part?
Sorry, Natalie just explained about how they don't have any interaction. Rex and Rachel.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about Rachel Flowers. She was a blind...
She did. It's more
Okay.
like she explained up until the point that they didn't have a real relationship, right?
Okay, okay. Let's talk about Derek Paravicini. He was a 26 jazz pianist.
26-year-old?
He was 26 years old and he was a jazz pianist.
Pianist?
He had more limitations. He was born premature and he had more limitations. He had more incapabilities. He was like a living iPod. He was able to play any song he's ever heard, like every song. He was able to play any music style, and he founded a play just no. He created a jazz band, and he played music for a living. Let's talk about Rex and Friends. I think everyone had a special talent in music, but they weren't in classes like a professional career. They only got classes when they were kids, but at this point, just like that, they were savants, but that's it. He had a special talent, and when they were kids, they got an idea like let me think how I can say this kid what they wanted to do the rest of their lives. And it is okay. Some adults, we don't have any idea like what we want to do. So it is a special feature, and it is incredible too.
Very good. Anything else, guys? Anyone wants to add or any opinions? No. All right, no, that was very fine. That was very good. Sorry. Guys, just remember, right? Little details to help each other, but overall this was better. You did help when I told you. Next thing we're going to practice are the questions and answers for the application, okay?
Okay. The other is application. What means?
The conditionals and the basic questions.
Conditional is question and answer, right?
Yes. Give me a second.
Yes, me too. I need to apply.
This one.
Ah, okay. Okay, let me see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's here. Okay, I'm going to start. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to see my questions. Okay, why could the girl have been waiting in the window? I don't know who asked me that, but
Why could her have been waiting in the window? She could have waited. No, she could have waited. She could have waited in the window if she had been interested if she had been interested in she could have been interested in the life outside the window. I don't know.
no, outside or inside?
Outside, because she's looking outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think I don't know. I don't feel like it's correct, but yes, I don't know what else to say. Well, yes, that's it. I don't know.
Okay, let me see. Ah, no, you need to ask me.
Yes, yes, it's my turn. Okay. Can the girl go out if she does the dishes?
Okay. Okay, if she wash the dishes.
Does the dishes.
If she
does
the dishes.
It's the same as watch the dishes.
Okay. Yes, if she does. I can hear does or watch.
Does.
DOES.
Yes.
Okay.
Does.
Pero es que no estás diciendo qué. Dice, la mujer puede ir afuera si ella los platos.
Does the dishes is an expression, an English expression. It's the same as watch the dishes.
Ah, okay. Okay. Yes, she can go out if she does the dishes because her mother told her that she needs to do it first, and after that she can go out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. The next one is when might the girl in green have had a date with her boyfriend?
Can you repeat again? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It got up.
Okay. When might the girl in green have had a date with her boyfriend?
She might have had a date with her boyfriend yesterday if he hadn't been working that night.
Mhm.
Okay. What does the boy likes to do on his free time? That's just basic questions. That's a basic question, so you don't need conditionals, just in case.
What does the boy?
What does the boy likes to do on his free time?
Okay, on his free time. Okay. He likes to do on his free time play tennis because he prefer enjoy the time with his friends. Okay. Which brand of TV would the man have bought?
He would have bought LG if he had the money, but he's broke.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's your turn.
Yeah, my turn. Okay, how many hours a day does the boy play with his PS4?
How many hours a day?
A day, yes, a day. Does the boy play with his PS4?
Okay. He play 3 hours a day if he can finish his homework. Okay, let me think. Okay, the next one is, could the TV be faulty if it is new?
Could the TV be faulty if it's new? Yes, the TV could be faulty if it's new, because the engineers could do a bad work. Okay. What would the boy buy if he had the money?
Okay. Okay, if he had the money, he would buy a lot of toys. Okay, the next one is oh, I don't know, let me think. Okay, would the man sleep on the couch if he had a bad day?
Yes, he could sleep. He could sleep on the couch if he had a bad day, because it's his comfort zone. Okay. Would the man sleep on the couch if he had a fight with his wife?
If he has a fight, okay. Yes, he would sleep on the sofa if he had a fight with his wife because he's tired. Okay. Will the kid get more video games if he finishes his homework?
His homework.
His homework.
Mhm. Yes, he will play video games if he finished his homework, if he had finished his homework on time, because that's his prize. His prize? No, that's his. How do you say that in English?
How do you say what?
His. How do you say premio? His gift.
His gift.
No, that's
Like gift.
that's
No, gift es regalo. Like.
yes.
Let me see.
Prize. Award. No,
Grant.
prize. I
No,
think.
prize. Prize is.
Prize.
Award. Reward. It's like reward. Yes.
Reward. Okay. That's his, because that's his reward. Okay. How much money did the rock cost?
How much money did the what cost?
Did the rock cost?
Did the rock cost? Oh, okay. The rock cost $1,000. I don't know what I can say more. The rock
cost
$1,000 in the big store.
Yes. That's a very expensive rock. $1,000. Here in Tulmicolones, that's.
Es de oro.
I wouldn't buy it, honestly.
$100. $100. Yes, rock.
$100 is like more. Like I will think about it. Like, well, it's $100, but
I don't know what is the cost. I think I don't know. Is it very big? I think 200. Well,
2,000.
2,000.
2,000.
Maybe if you need to put it in your room, in all the room, yes.
Well, yes, if it's all the floor, if the rock is as big as the floor, I would say like, well, $1,000, it's okay, but $2,000 for just a space, a very, how do you say that? A very short space. It's very expensive. I wouldn't pay it. $100, I would pay it, but 1,000, no. But yes, anyways, it's your turn.
Okay. What could the boy do if his mother was reading a book?
Can you repeat? Sorry,
what could the boy do if his mother was reading a book?
He could have a study if his mom was reading a book, because he's a good student. Okay. I don't have any other questions, so let me think.
Me too.
Okay, I have this one.
Okay. Mhm.
Where would the girl go if she was an adult?
If she,
Was an adult.
I can understand this last word.
If she was an adult, I mean, y si ella fuera una adulta, if she was an adult.
If she was adult.
Recording in progress.
All right, guys. So let's go ahead and check. Okay. Valeria, can you give me the first question, please?
Yeah. Why is the girl looking outside?
Jose, answer.
Why?
Is the girl looking outside?
She's looking outside because he's waiting. Her boy. She's yes, because she's waiting. Her boyfriend.
Waiting
For her boyfriend.
Or her boyfriend.
Alma?
A question, teacher?
Yes, please.
Okay. What? Sorry, teacher, I'm tired, teacher.
I completely understand the word.
What?
And you looked very comfortable in your rocking chair, so I assume that makes you sleepy.
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher. I am going to sleep in a few minutes.
I totally understand.
What did the no, what was the matter, or what was the blonde woman knitting yesterday evening?
Alexandra?
She was knitting a scarf for her daughter for his Christmas show.
For?
Her Christmas show.
Her Christmas what?
Show.
Okay. Natalie?
When my mother made the dinner.
Make?
Dinner.
Millie?
When, right, Nati?
Yes.
She can make the dinner?
She
might.
She might. She might. Can you ask again? Sorry, Nati.
Yes. When might the mother make dinner?
Okay. She might make dinner as soon as her husband arrive with the ingredients.
Soon as her husband
arrives.
Camila?
What? I was eating a rice cake.
Question, please.
Okay. Does the blonde woman knit frequently?
Does, right? Does the blonde
Yes.
woman? Okay.
Does the blonde woman knit frequently?
Knit.
Knit frequently.
Veronica?
Yes, she does because it's her favorite activity.
Anna?
Hi, sorry, can you repeat the question?
Question, please, Anna.
Okay, sorry. Why is the father so tired today?
Stephanie? He's tired because he worked a lot today. Iris?
Okay. What would the boy buy if he had the money?
Viviana?
He could buy.
Would?
Okay. If he had the money, he could buy a lot of toys.
Jose, question?
Yes. Mm, mm, mm. What? For how long did the man sleep on the iron chair yesterday?
Valeria?
For how long? Dos.
Did the man
Did.
asleep? Did the man asleep on the
Okay.
iron chair?
He fell asleep. He fell asleep for 2 hours.
He slept.
He
Fall asleep is
slept.
the action, like when you're going from awake to sleep. That's falling asleep.
Okay. Okay, so he has slept for 2 hours.
Yeah, Alexandra?
Question.
Yes, please.
So I was, let me think. I have it right now. Okay. My big girl with light green blouse have helped her brother with his math homework.
I couldn't hear the ending. Repeat that question. I'm sorry.
Yeah. My big girl with light green blouse have helped her brother with his math homework.
That was Alexandra. Alman?
Can you repeat the last time, please?
Yeah. My big girl with light green blouse have helped her brother with his math homework.
Yes, she might have. Yes, she might have if she have wanted. She had wanted him to do a good homework.
If she wanted him to do a good job?
Okay, if she have wanted him to do a good job.
Okay, that was Alman. Millie, question, please.
Could the family go to the beach next weekend?
Natalie?
Yes, they could go to the beach next weekend. If they have enough money to do it.
If they
if they had enough money to do it.
Veronica, question, please.
What would the kid have asked for Christmas if he have gotten good grades?
I'm sorry, you use would or could?
Would.
Repeat that one more time. I want to make sure of something.
What would the kid have asked for Christmas if he have gotten good grades?
That's a little confusing. Have
If
asked for Christmas. It's 2 4s. It's asked for is together. It's a phrasal verb.
Ask for
Christmas. Yeah, because it's 4 of asked for and then 4 of time.
Okay.
So repeat it all together, please. Sorry. Repeat it again.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
sorry. I was thinking. What would the kid have asked for Christmas if he had gotten good grades?
Camila, answer.
He could be able to. He would.
Would have asked.
He would have bought.
Asked for
Minecraft if he had obtained good grades. Teacher, do you play Minecraft?
No, I don't play Minecraft.
That's sad.
Stephanie, question, please.
Okay.
what was the man sitting in the couch reading? Anna, answer.
Teacher, sorry. I was, can you please repeat it?
Yes. What was the man sitting in the couch reading?
He was reading his young son homework because he likes to help him with that.
Viviana, last question, please.
Okay. How often does the mother read book? Read book.
Read?
Read a book.
Iris?
I was on mute, yes. She reads a book every 2 days.
Any questions, guys?
No, teacher.
No, all right, very good. That was a good job, guys. What we're going to do now, guys, is actually speaking tasks again, but the second set. So instead of the family, you're going to turn to the gas station for me, please. And that should be unit like 18. Let me tell you right now, in my book, right? My book, it's unit 20. I don't know about yours.
The same for me.
Yeah, maybe.
With some, I'm gonna have the same. With some, I'm not. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and take a picture, a screenshot of this, please. Done. I'm sorry?
Got it.
Done. I already took the picture. Perfect. And let's take a picture of this one, please.
Give me a second, teacher, to paste it.
Yeah.
All right, I got it.
All right, let's turn to the third one then. And while you're taking a picture, Valeria, can you read the task for me, please?
Sure. Some drivers favor paying their
Fuel
purchases with cash, while others prefer to pay with a credit card. How would you prefer to pay for gas? Give your opinion and reasons to support it.
Very good. Questions on this speaking task, guys?
No opinion.
All right, very good. Let's go to number 4. Take a picture or screenshot of this, please, guys.
Teacher,
And
can
while
you
you're taking-
move the, I don't know the name of the bar.
Which bar?
Okay.
Okay, it's constant. And while you're taking a picture, Millie, can you read it for me, please?
In order to help the environment, some people like to carpool with friends or neighbors. Others prefer to take their own car, even if they are the only passenger. Which option do you prefer? Give advantages and disadvantages.
Questions on this one, guys?
What does carpool mean?
Carpool is when you take multiple people either to work or to school, right? So that many people ride in the same car when they're going to the same destination.
Okay, like a pirata.
Yeah, it can be like that.
But
Except normally
you need
here
to
it's people
pay.
you know.
Yeah, you need
Yes.
to pay it, or it's a
Some people give money like to help with gas, but it's not like a requirement. It's like, I don't know, Valeria and me work together, right? So I tell her, Valeria, instead of wasting, I don't know, your gas and my gas, why don't we go in my car and we pay half of the bill together, right? So every day I would pass for Valeria and we would go to work together. Any other questions, guys? No? Do you have the picture, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to number 5. Let's go ahead and take a picture, a screenshot of this one, please. And while you're taking the picture, Natalie, can you read the task for me, please? And Natalie,
Yes.
you're okay.
Yes, sir. Some legislators have introduced a bill that favors taxes on solar, electric, and alternative fuel cars. Some people consider this is a bad idea because it would discourage people from buying these environment-friendly cars. Others consider this is a good way to obtain more income to continue improving streets and roads. Your partner is a legislator, and tell your partner what you think about this bill and convincing or her to agree with you.
Very good. Fuel is the pronunciation. Alternative fuel.
Fuel.
And
Fuel.
roads. Fuel.
Fuel.
Yeah, it sounded like the L of them. Fuel. Okay. That's fine. Questions, guys, on this task?
No.
No. All right, guys, be very careful with number 5 because I do know this is the one you guys tend to have a harder time with, okay? So here, first you need to always like think, right? What are they saying? Okay, they want to create a law, right? Where you're going to have to pay taxes if you have a if you have a solar, electric, or fuel alternative car, okay? So the ones that are basically environmentally friendly, right? And you either are against this law happening or you're in favor of it, okay? If you think that, yes, this is a good idea, try to convince me to agree with you. How? With reasons, right? Okay, yes, I feel this is a good idea because okay, and give me your explanation. And same thing with not, right? If you don't feel it's a good idea, why? And what can be an alternative, okay? So, questions before I send you to work in pairs?
Yes, teacher, I'm not clear with this one. It means that if you have electric or alternative fuel cars, you have to pay taxes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like a bill is a law, right? So they want to create this law that if you have these cars that are environmentally friendly, right? Solar, electric, or alternative fuel cars, you're going to have to pay money, okay? But obviously some people say, no, this is a bad idea, right? Why? Because these cars are helping the environment. And basically if you have to pay taxes on this, people are going to say, no, I'm not going to buy these cars. Okay. While others think it's a good way, right? Because they'll have income, right? They'll have more money to continue improving streets and roads, okay? So basically, okay, you're either in favor of having this law passed so the government can receive more money, or you're not in favor, okay? Normally, people that aren't in favor, right? Like, no, I don't think this is a good idea because, right, these cars help the environment and we should think about what it does for the environment, blah, 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 right?
No, teacher, keep going. Give me ideas.
Normally, right, when we're saying that we're against the idea, people that are in favor, right, wanted us to be in favor, right, because they'll say that it'll be extra money for the government to help improve the streets, right? what we would give also, so like it helps you convince, is a solution to this, okay? Improve, obtain more income, right? If you're not in favor, right, and you would say like, okay, if what you want is more money, right, or more income, I don't know, you should pass a law where, I don't know, drunk drivers have to pay more. Or I don't know, you should
Reduce
do
high
a
salaries.
county, county fair, okay? Any solution where the government can get more income, okay? Obtain more money. Because this is basically it, right? You're convincing the person totally not to agree with this idea, right? And if you're trying to convince them not to agree with this, you have to give them like an outcome for this. Why? Because this is the reason that they're saying yes. If you think that, yes, this law should pass, right? You would tell me why, okay? If same thing, right? If you're saying, yes, this is good, right? Like that it says here, some people consider this a bad idea, right? Because it would discourage people from buying environmentally friendly cars. If you want people to buy these cars, right, have them pay less price, right? If you want them, if they're worried about the environment, they can do other things, right, to help it. Normally, there's always two options in the same task, guys. Like we have here, right? The first one where I have some people think it's a bad idea because it would discourage people from buying environmentally friendly cars. This is what you would focus on in your ideas if you think this is a good idea to pass this law. But if you don't think it's a good idea, right? Give me a solution to this, okay? Is it a good way to obtain more income to continue improving streets and roads? Okay, I don't want this law to pass, but, right, you can get the money from fairs, you get the money from, what was another thing you guys said? High salaries, okay? So basically, that's what you have to tell me. If you're in favor of this idea and why, or if you're not in favor and why, okay? Did that make it a little clearer, Veronica, or no?
Yes, teacher. Thank you.
Any other questions, guys, before I send you to work in fairs?
No.
Teacher, sorry, can you share again the text one?
Hi, Viviana.
Sorry, I was in mute. Can you send me the text one because I want it and the teacher sent me, and I can share. I can take the picture. Teacher, can you put the text one? No.
Which one?
The text one, please. Yes. Because when I was trying to take the picture.
Do you want to start or I start?
Okay, let me see.
A minute, right, teacher?
I'm sorry?
A minute.
Yeah, I was pulling up your timer. Give me a minute.
Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready. I don't know who's going to start, if Iris or Viviana.
You want to start, Viviana, or I start?
Let me see. It's unit 20.
20.
20.
Page 24.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to start. In the background there is a convenience store. Convenience store and food mart, and okay, beneath it there is a car and a man who is fixing the car. I know for a fact that it's a gas station because all the people is working, and it has a lot of clients there. In the meantime, there are a man putting gas in the car, and other man is checking the is with the house checking the I don't remember the word, Janta. Well,
Time.
what do you say, teacher?
Tire.
Tire.
Time. That was the
Tire.
minute.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, very good. Just a couple things over here. And food mart. There is a convenience store and a food mart. Okay.
Okay. On the other one,
And and
beneath it.
food mart. Okay.
Okay. Anna Food Mart.
Not beneath it, because there's nothing beneath the food marts. The food mart is here. If something's beneath, it would be underground. Okay. So not beneath it, near it. Okay. Near it, there is a man working on a car. Okay.
Okay. Near it, food.
Yeah, near the food mart.
Near the
That
food
it
mart.
is the
Okay.
food mart.
And beneath is the man working or fixing the car.
The man is beneath the car. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
People is. I don't say people is.
People
are, right? Because it's plural. Same thing I've always told you guys. Another man. You can't use other. Others for plural. So
Okay.
another man is checking or putting gas in the car. Okay. Are you guys going to do 1, 1, 1, 1? Or Iris, are you also going to do number 1? Or are you going to do number 2?
I don't know. Yesterday with Anna, I did task number 1 and she did number 2.
It's up to you guys. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
All right. Whenever you're ready, Iris.
Okay. A couple of years ago, I was going to Guanacaste with my family, and our car was a very old car. It was an old model from 1983 or something like that. And it was for 5 passengers, but we were 10 passengers in the car. And after a couple of hours of traveling, the car almost died, and we have to sleep in a gas station, and the people working in the gas station gave us food, and they were so nice to us, and we slept there during the night. And the next day we no.
But what happened the next day? The next day what?
And the next day a car gave us a ride to our destination.
With 10 people? What was it? Like a bus?
Yes. It was, my family is from the country, teacher, so we were visiting our family, and we were like 10, but I was like 8 years old or something, and my cousins were at around that age, so we were 10, but like 4 adults. Yes, only 4 adults. Adults. Yes.
Very good. The only thing I had to slept, remember had to is just past, so had to sleep. We had to sleep there.
Okay. Thank you.
And let's leave it right here because it's almost 8 o'clock. We're going to go to break and then we'll continue them after, okay?
Recording in progress.
All right, guys, I know that most likely you didn't finish, but it's time for your break. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the break and we'll come back and continue practicing on them, okay? And then we'll check them, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and go to break and I'll see you guys in 15, okay?
Okay.
Pero en el escritorio no hay ningún solo cuaderno. En ese montón de hojas a la par de la caja esa blanca.
He visto personas que ni saben la Biblia, o sea, y Dios mío, por Dios. Para no criticar, mejor me quedo con eso. Pero de ahí, ¿qué pasa? La palabra, okay, voy a ver lo que usted me va a decir. La letra es letra, muestra sin acción. Así es sencillo. Por eso es que esta Biblia lo puso con igual, entonces sigue siendo lo mismo que cada uno. Definitivamente de nadie. Sí, pero es que usted está diciendo algo porque dice Jesucristo. Usted dice que nadie puede. No, cada quien. Yo tengo.
Yo soy muy feliz porque ayer me leí mi Biblia.
Lo que cada quien, digamos, es
Después de un año, pero no puedo opinar porque estoy en clases, entonces, pero cuando termine mis clases puedo opinar.
Él hizo, pero también. Pero no me ataques, no voy.
Pero ahorita no puedo.
No, es que. No, y ahorita pues son unos pastores ahí. Y le he hablado a ellos exactamente la verdad. No es que se me crea porque tiene que dar. Ella es habitante, ella es pastora. Te voy a poner muy
¿Qué desayuno? ¿Qué
vale el curso de los viernes?
De la noche 35.
Ah, y el de toda la semana seguida, 70.
Sí, ¿por qué? ¿Quién pregunta?
Ah,
Son iguales, la diferencia es que uno es todos los días. Bien, una tacita. Ah.
Para mí me encanta.
Sí, pero no tengo tiempo. ¿Dónde está el queso que más dijo que compró? Ma, venga acá. No tengo tiempo ya.
Maite Boruca, todo lado yo solo iba a tomar eso, ¿sabes? Y me mandaban solo eso. Muy que 4 años y medio.
Ay, no, es un cuaderno, un cuaderno. No se ve en ningún lado. De ahorita se me acaba el tiempo, no voy a poder copiar. Es un cuaderno de inglés.
Sí, señor.
Vean, mami, ¿dónde está el queso? Quiero queso.
De ahí ir a eso.
Déjame, pero tengo poco tiempo.
Y completo.
Sí, pero son quesos.
Tortillas tostadas.
Sí, pero frijoles con queso.
Y había queso argentino, pero ya lo congelé.
¿El queso?
No, el chorizo argentino. Te diga, yo hice yo escuché a mis compañeros contando tener trabajo, contar todas las porquerías.
Mami, regálame fresco, me encanta.
Pero digamos, así, pero eso sí, pero por aquí así, ¿para qué ventilar la vida de
No, pero yo sí puedo venir aquí y decirlo a usted como testimonio. Que cuando yo tenía 23 años, perdón, permiso, que cuando yo tenía 23 años, viviendo sola en San José, quedé embarazada de una hermosa hija que amo con todo mi corazón, y que otra persona quedó embarazada también al mismo tiempo y que yo la perdoné, y en ese momento yo perdoné al papá de ella y me funciona para qué, para salir adelante, para dar de ejemplo de muchas cosas, igual que un testimonio, no contar la vida, no contar los detalles, eso es lo que yo le digo, los detalles no, pero sí el testimonio de que usted salió adelante.
All right, guys, very good. So, I'm going to take attendance and then you'll continue practicing in pairs, okay? So, Alexandra,
Present.
Anna,
Here, teacher.
Camila, Camila,
Present.
Stephanie, Stephanie, Iris, Iris, Jose,
Present teacher, I'm here. I
Millie,
was in mute, sorry.
Here.
Natalie,
Present, teacher.
Olman,
Present.
Valeria,
Here.
Veronica,
Present.
Viviana, Viviana. All right, Stephanie, are you there? You're on mute. Yes, no. Iris. All right, Brianna. I guess not. All right, guys. So go ahead and keep practicing in pairs, okay?
Okay.
Me falta una vez más en la casa. Mami, yo no estoy faltando, estoy cambiando. ¿Qué pasa si no voy hoy? Fácil, voy el sábado. ¿Qué pasa si no voy el sábado? Fácil, voy el domingo. Si yo no hago un día, lo cambio ya. Yo he ido los mismos días que usted. Bueno, la segunda vez me lo digo. Dígamelo 3 veces si quiere, mami. Estoy yendo las mismas veces que usted. Entonces, ¿cuál es el problema? Ya vaya para allá, no me disculpe. Ah, ¿verdad? Ay, no, otra vez. Esa señora no me deja pero ni comer.
We are in the speaking task.
Yes.
Do you practice the first one?
But task two, guys.
I think we were in number 2. I just finished number 2. How about you?
I didn't practice number 2.
Okay, so if you want, you can practice number 2.
No, I don't want.
Okay.
No, I'm
Okay.
going to try. Let me put the time. Okay, told about person speaking that took you at that stage. Okay, I always have to pass to a gas station when I'm travel to Turrialba to visit my mom. But I remember one time when I was driving my brother's car, and the car started with an alarm that I don't know what was indicating me. And I was afraid that it was something dangerous. So I have to go to the gas station and ask for help and ask to check the tire because based on the manual, it was something with a tire. But they didn't know what was the alarm, so I have to,
Minute. Okay. Vivian, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I don't have experience in that, but okay. Let me see.
Are you going to time yourself or do you need a timer?
No, yes, I need a timer, please.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready.
Now. Okay, well, I was driving in for San Jose to Pérez Celedón, and I saw a gas station because my car didn't need, so I need to drive very quick, very fast because I didn't. So when I saw a man in the gas station, my tail, no, my tail was without gas, so I needed to put it, and I had a lot of problem because in Pérez Celedón, I forgot put the air in the llanta. I don't remember the word llanta. So I needed to help for ask other man who was driving. It was at 12 o'clock, and it was very dangerous. And when the man trying to help me, he was very um, very asustado, very scared.
Scared.
Yes,
Scared. Scared.
Okay, he was scared because he saw that I wanted to take or to talk the money or other things, but I only wanted help for my car, and he helped me, and his and and her wife, and after that I could to come to Perez Leon. It's all.
Okay, very good. Yes, just that, well, it was like 3 minutes or something. So try to do it like in a minute. It would be the ideal, right? The ideal. But yes, it was overall it was pretty good. You used very good the grammar. So very well the grammar. So let's do number 3.
Speaking task number 3. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, number 3. Let me see.
Some drivers fare for paying their full purchases with cash while others prefer to pay with a credit card. How would you prefer to pay for gas? Give your opinions and reasons to support it. If I pay, I have a question. Like if I pay with a credit card, I get like, how do you say that? Taxes. I have to pay taxes. Yes.
No,
It's
you
the
pay
same.
the same amount.
Okay. 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 I start.
Okay, let me put a timer.
Okay.
1. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
In my personal opinion, I think that these days, with coronavirus, ideally speaking, it's better for you to pay with a credit card. Nonetheless, I would think that paying with a credit card, it will give you less, how do you say that? Less, well, I don't know, like you have less touch with the person in the gas station, so it would be safer for you to use your credit card. In my personal case, I don't have a car, but my family pay with a credit card. As a matter of fact, it's better, and I think that it's something that everyone should try, since these days I would say since these days it's a required, and that's it.
Okay, I'm going to try.
Okay. You're going to time yourself, right? Okay.
Okay. In my personal opinion, I prefer to pay with credit card or debit card because I don't like to handle it cash. And when you pay with credit cash, you can accumulate points that you can change for gas when you going to the gas station. Also, you can accumulate that points and use them in other things. And also, I don't like to handle it cash because I think that I don't know, because I can lose the cash very
easily.
Mm.
It was pretty good. Your turn, Viviana.
Okay, my turn. Let me see down. Okay, number 3.
Are you going to put the time or do you
Yes,
want to?
no, put the time, please.
Okay,
Okay.
go.
In my personal opinion, I prefer the credit card. Ideally speaking, if I want to take a lot of points, because I know for a fact that if I can to pay it, I can increase my points. So for me, it's better, and I don't like to use to use cash, because I think that sometimes it's dangerous, and I always forget take the money of the bank. Nonetheless, my daughter and me, we have a credit card too, and sometimes I give her the credit to pay the gas for the gas, or I pay for it. Um, in my personal case, I always want to support it with my credit, because if I had a lot of something of problem, or I want to okay.
Time. Okay,
Number 4.
now
Number
number 4 is in order to have the environment of
In order to
like to
help the
carpool.
environment, some people like to carpool. What carpool?
when the
Carpool
people
is
share the car.
It's like, for example, if we were going to study in Intense, and we live together, we will ride together as like you will drop me there. We
Share,
like
share.
how do you share? Yes,
Okay.
like share. Oh, that's all.
Recording in progress.
You are in mute.
It was that I couldn't take myself off mute. So it's a little panic scream of,
Stephanie lost her connection.
Stephanie lost her connection. Okay, thank you. All right. Volunteer, guys, so do number 1.
I can
Teacher,
try
want-
it.
Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead, Vero.
Ladies first.
Don't worry. Yeah. No, if she wants to do it, I am a gentleman teacher.
I believe that's 100% Dolman.
Yeah.
All right, very good. So Veronica, I'll time you, tell you when your minute's up, but go ahead whenever you're ready.
Okay, in the background there is a convenience store. Next to it there is a car in the car lift, and beneath it there is a man fixing the car. I know for a fact that this is a gas station because of the cars, the gas tank, and the oil. In the meantime, the employee next to the gas tank is filling the car with gasoline. And in the foreground, the man next to the car is checking the tire pressure. Meanwhile, the man next to the car, who could be a tourist, is reading a map while the car is ready.
You got a couple of seconds left, but good. Okay, well, hold up. Not in the car lift, right? Because it's not inside of it, it's on it, okay?
On the car lift.
And what was the last sentence you just said? While the car is ready. Okay, while the car is getting ready or is being fixed, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Well, very good, good job. Any questions, guys, on this?
Teacher.
Let's go to number 2. Volunteer.
Olma, let's do this.
I wanted to do number 1, then number 2.
No, I am going to do it, teacher.
You are there? All right, good, all one.
Teacher,
If you want, I can do it for you, man. Don't worry.
okay, go ahead. Teacher, I remember a personal experience. In fact, I was working in a gas station, like a pistero. I don't know how to say that. And I remember that doctor. I think he was a doctor. Uh, Arrived to the gas station and he told me, please fill the car with regular. And I don't know what happened, teacher, with my mind, but I was lost, teacher. I was in other place. I was thinking in other things, and I full his car with diesel, and he was crazy, teacher. He almost killed me. And
Wow.
he started to tell me, man, you're stupid, man. What happened with you, man? I was so relaxed, teacher. I was laughing and all, teacher. And I tell him, man, sorry, it was a hero, but I am going to try to resolve that problem, but you have to wait until the person who is in charge with this kind of problems arrive here, because he is not here. He is in his day off. You have to wait like 1 hour. I'm not sure. And he started to be a little bit angry with me, and he almost killed me. And that was my bad personal experience, teacher.
No, of course, that's terrible. Okay. Gas attendant.
Gas attendant, okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what
want that kind of job more.
No, they say it's terrible.
Yeah.
Full, not full, fill. Fill the car with gas, okay?
Okay.
Tell him, remember, it's not present. Told him.
Told him.
Same
Yeah.
thing with started, right? You said start, but started. And on his day off, not in, okay?
On his day off. Okay.
But yeah, very good. You see, I'm glad I heard that experience, oh man.
Yeah. What's a bad experience, teacher?
It was, I hope
Teacher.
it never repeats itself. Tell me, Veronica.
What is the antonyms of feel?
The antonym of feel.
Feel, ajá, como digo que pasear.
Empty.
Ah, okay. I thought you said feel, like in feelings, and I was like, what do you mean?
No.
That's why I was
Teacher.
like, what? Yeah, empty.
Teacher,
But empty is vacío, but the
Also,
action.
it's the same word.
Okay,
Empty
okay.
the cup. My cup was empty. But
Okay, okay. Mhm.
Tell me, Alma.
Nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
when I go to fill my motorcycle, I prefer to do it myself, teacher, because I don't want the same problem.
You want someone to do what you did.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, guys, very good. Number 3, Valentia.
Teacher.
Hi, Stephanie, you're back.
Hi. Okay. Well, in my personal opinion, I prefer paying with a credit card. Ideally speaking, I think it's easier because if we pay with cash, they would have to give us the change, and I am bad at math and with money. Nonetheless, if one day I don't have money in my credit card, I will have to pay with that. In my personal case, I always go with my dad to the station to fill the car with the gas, and I always see that he has trouble like with the money because he prefers paying in cash. As a matter of fact, if I get to one car one day, I will pay with my credit card. Bottom line, that's what I prefer. But everyone can pay with the pay method that they want.
The method they want. Right. Ideally speaking.
Ideally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And let's go to number 4. Volunteer, guys. All right, let me go ahead and have Natalie. Natalie, you're on mute.
Yes, teacher. I don't know, teacher.
Yeah.
No.
All right, let me have maybe then Alexandra, do you have an idea of advantages and disadvantages? Bless you.
Okay. One of the things that I think about in regard of these ideas is that going with friends or to a specific place in one car, it will be more environmentally friendly, so we can be more helping the environment, first of all. Secondly, it will help it can be more secure to go with friends in one car if you have an accident or you are in a horrible place or something like that. So be with friends, it will help us. Third of all, it can help to save money if they are a good friend. They will say that will help you with with the fuel for the car. Even though going along with the car can be in some moment perfectly because it will give you the moment to think, to express yourself, to have a moment of peace before getting to the place to be with some friend. On the other hand, the advantage of this idea is that going with friends can be something in a moment like very exhausted because you have to be jumping from one place to another and have a path to know how you're going to pick up your friends, and sometimes really bad and very bad. On the other hand, also additionally, we can say.
But finish your last idea. We can say.
No, I was thinking about it.
So you're saying by the clock.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just a couple things. More help the environment. It helps the environment without the more, okay?
Okay.
And you're describing, right? It can be exhausting driving from one place to another, okay?
Okay.
But very good job. Thank you. All right. And volunteer to do number 5, guys. Yeah. All right. Let me have Lily. Why don't you do it for me, please?
Okay, teacher, I will try because I couldn't practice it with that, but okay. Hi, my name is Mile. How are you guys? I heard in the news, on the news, that you want to introduce a bill that favors taxes on solar and electric and alternate full cars, but I know for a fact that you know a lot about it, but I respect your opinion highly, but I think that it could be a good it could be a bad idea because it could discourage people from buying the new cars, and I think also it is an alternative to help the environment, and also if you put extra taxes on it, well, the people maybe they don't have a lot of money to pay it, and I don't know. And
that's time right there.
Okay.
Very good.
I have to talk, to think more about it, teacher, because I don't have a lot of ideas about it.
Okay, don't worry. Yeah, it's probably just that. Also, don't force yourself to use the template, okay? If in this case you're having a hard time adjusting your words to a template, omit it, okay? As
Okay.
long as you're telling me your opinion and as long as you're telling me why I should agree with you, okay?
Teacher, I can hear you.
All right,
Recording in
let's take out
progress.
our listening books, guys, please. And you're going to turn to 77, please.
Teacher, sorry, my internet was a little bad. What do you say?
Take out your listening book, please. And turn to 77, the grouper. All right, guys. There.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did I do? All right, let's go ahead and listen.
Passage 3. Questions 11 through 16. Listen to a discussion in a zoology class. The discussion is on the grouper.
The next type of fish we need to discuss is the grouper. What type of fish is a grouper? Does it live in rivers, in lakes, or in the ocean? Mark?
The grouper lives in the ocean. It generally lives close to the shore. It doesn't live out in the deep part of the ocean away from the shore.
And what does the grouper look like? Ellen?
It's easy to recognize the grouper from the shape of its mouth.
And what does its mouth look like?
It has a very large mouth. Its mouth is huge in relation to the rest of the fish.
And why does it need such a large mouth? Sam?
It needs a large mouth because it feeds on other fish. It swallows other fish whole. It needs a large mouth to swallow other fish.
Now, you should have read something about male and female grouper fish. What's unusual about male and female grouper fish? Mark?
What's unusual about male and female grouper fish is that all grouper fish are born as females.
Exactly. When grouper fish are born, they're all females. Then what happens to them? Ellen?
Later, as grouper fish age, they change from female to male.
So all groupers are females when they're born, and they change to males when they're older?
That's exactly right. It's quite unusual, isn't it? Now, for something exciting. We're going to be watching a film. Does that sound good? But I hope you're not expecting a comedy or a love story or a musical. We're going to be watching a documentary on, you guessed it, grouper fish.
Number 11. What is a grouper? Number 12. Where do groupers live? Number 13. What part of the grouper is larger in relation to the rest of the body? Number 14. What does a grouper eat? Number 15. What is stated about the grouper? Number 16. What are the students going to do next?
All right, guys, so let's go ahead and check. Valeria, can you read 11 and tell me your answer, please?
Yeah, sure. What is a grouper? It's a type of fish.
Jose, number 12. Jose? You're on mute.
Yes, teacher. I don't put mute. I didn't remember that. Okay. Where the groupers live? In oceans.
In oceans and?
Rivers.
Near the shore.
Near the shore.
Near the shore.
Veronica, 13.
What part of the grouper is large in relation to the rest of the body?
Larger.
Larger. I only heard its mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know what is the other.
No, and only 12, 12 and 15 have to answer.
Okay.
Iris, 14, sorry.
What does a grouper eat? B, all fish.
Millie, 15.
What is stated about the grouper?
Stated.
All newborn grouper fish are female, and all older grouper fish are male.
Alexandra, 16.
What are the students going to do next? Watch the commentary.
Very good questions.
Teacher, sorry, can you repeat the 15?
Answer D.
Okay, that's right.
No, 15,
Yes,
Diana.
the right, 16, D, the 15?
Yes, B.
15, it's B as in boy
Yes.
and C as in Charlie.
Thank you.
Any other questions, guys? All right, let's turn also to 78, okay?
An exam.
Questions 1 through 6. Listen as a student consults with her professor. The conversation is about an exam.
Hi, Professor Hall.
Oh, hi, Sandy.
Do you have a minute? I'd like to ask you about something.
Sure. What do you want to ask me?
Well, it's, about my grade on the exam.
What was your grade?
It was a grade of C. I got 75%.
75%. A C. That's not so good. It could be better. It should be better.
I wanted to ask you about this. I mean, I studied. I really studied a lot. I studied all 3 chapters that were on the exam, and I'm sure I knew all the material from the chapters.
That's good. But did you study your lecture notes?
My lecture notes?
The notes you took during the lectures.
Well, I didn't exactly take any notes during the lectures.
Okay, so now we know what the problem is. The exams cover the textbook chapters and the lectures. It's important to take notes on the lectures and then study your lecture notes to prepare for the exams.
You mean if I just study the chapters, it's not enough?
That's exactly right. You also need to take good notes during the lectures and study your lecture notes too if you want to get high grades on the exams.
Number 1. Why does the student go to see the professor? Number 2. Listen again to part of the passage. Then answer the question.
What was your grade?
It was a grade of C. I got 75%.
75%. A C. That's not so good. It could be better. It should be better.
How does the professor seem to feel about the exam grade? Number 3. Listen again to part of the passage. Then answer the question.
But did you study your lecture notes?
My lecture notes?
The notes you took during the lectures.
What does the student mean when she says this?
My lecture notes?
Number 4. What problem did the student have on the exam?
Gracias.
Number 5. What can be inferred from the conversation?
La luz era no.
Number 6. Is each of these true based on the conversation? This question is worth 2 points. 2 points for 4.
All right, okay, so let's go ahead and check it. Yeah, finish with mainly Alexandra, number 1,
Ahorita salgo en
please.
15 minutos.
Why does the student go to see the professor to find out why her exam grade
Y
wasn't
ahorita
very
ya
good?
salgo.
Answer D, as Daniel.
Natalie, number 2. Hey, Natalie, you're on mute, just so you know. I put
Yes,
everyone on mute. Sorry.
How does the professor seem to feel about the exam grade? He seemed, no, letter A.
But grade A, he seems.
Okay, he seems to think it was not as good as it could be.
Allman, number 3.
Why does the student say this? Okay, what are you talking about?
Stephanie, number 4.
What problem did the student have on the exam? She did not attend the lectures.
She did not?
Attend the lectures.
She went to classes, but she didn't
Okay,
do
well,
something during classes.
She did not understand that the lecture covered more than the textbook.
Okay. Viana, number 5.
What can be inferred from the conversation? That the student needs to spend more time studying the textbook chapters.
No, but she studied the textbook chapters. She studied them very well. There's something else she didn't study because she didn't know it was going to be part of the exam. Or help, guys?
Number C.
Letter C.
Letter C.
That the lectures cover different material from the textbook.
I think it's B. I don't know.
There you go. That the exam
B.
covers the lecture more than they cover the textbook. Why? Because the lectures have a higher percentage than the textbook. And true or false, guys? Valeria, the student did well on the exam. Iris, the student studied the textbook thoroughly.
Yes.
Veronica, the student took good notes during the lectures.
No.
And Jose, the exam covered only the lectures.
And no.
Very good. Questions, guys, on that listening?
Nobody knew.
No.
All right. Take out your English in common, guys, please. And we finished page, what was it, 24 yesterday? Or
Yes, 24.
And we started 25, or no?
No.
Okay. Just switch over here. Okay. Okay, yeah, we did this one. Okay, so let's go to 25, guys. 9A. Okay, so Iris, can you read the instructions for 9A for me, please?
Look at the life-work balance survey below. What do you think the results of the survey were?
And can you read the example, please?
Okay, I think that less than half the group often works late at the office.
So you're going to answer as if you're giving the results of a survey, guys. Do you know what a survey is?
No.
No? All right. Surveys, like, let's say I want to know if people like chocolate or peanut butter more. So I go to the streets with my notebook, right? I dropped my phone. Right, so everyone that asks, like out of 100 people, I'm going to ask, Millie, do you prefer chocolate or peanut butter? Chocolate, chocolate. Hey, Alexander, do you prefer chocolate, peanut butter? Ah, peanut butter. Natalie, chocolate or peanut butter? Peanut butter, peanut butter. Okay. Ah, okay. 10 out of 100 said they prefer peanut butter. Okay. It's when you do a survey, say when you ask people a question to see what the answers are going to be as a whole, okay?
Okay.
So like this example, you see, I think that less than half the group often works late at the office, okay? Let's go to the first question. Can you read it for me, please, Natalie?
Do you ever work and study late either at the office, school, or at home?
So what do you think most people are going to say, or the minority, or what do you think the answer would be to the survey?
I think yes.
I think the majority of the people work late at the office.
Yeah, definitely majority. Okay, that's a good guess. Yeah. Hey, Oldman, can you read the next one for me, please?
Okay, have you ever done any volunteer work?
If you're doing a survey, what do you think people would say?
I didn't, teacher.
Okay, you haven't, but like, I mean, if you were to ask people, your coworkers, have you ever done volunteer work? What do you think majority are going to say, or that they have, they haven't, or?
I think they are going to say the same like I know, because it's a volunteer work. We are going not to receive money for that.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, majority of people most of the time haven't done volunteer
No, but
work.
I mean, teacher, I cannot to do volunteer work because I don't have time to do it. If I have time, I will, but I don't have time right now.
I would,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
but
mean-
did you finish? I'm sorry, teacher. Did you finish high school? Did you finish high school?
No.
That's it.
Be very
do.
careful. In high school, you don't do volunteer work. In high school, you do community service, which is very different.
It's it's an obligation,
It's
so it's
mandatory.
not volunteer.
Exactly.
Yes, teacher. It's not volunteer.
Exactly. Be very careful because you guys tend to confuse this. Here in high school, you don't do volunteer work. Iris is not like, you want to go read to the blind? Yes, I'll go. No, the work that you have to do like 150 hours in high school and college, you have to do in both. Those are community services. You have to do it.
Teacher,
Okay?
I do it.
Okay.
I worked in
Yeah, but that's,
volunteer, like volunteer in IAFA.
Okay, yeah, that would be volunteer work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, and let's go to the third one. Stephanie, can you read it for me, please?
Do you take any night classes? I think the majority, yeah, they will say yes. Yeah, it might be college or these classes to learn a language or something new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Okay. And let's go and read number 4. Can you read number 4 for me, please, Camila?
Do you usually turn on your computer in the evenings? Yes, I do. I'm here.
Huh? And if you were like doing a survey, what do you think people would say?
No.
No? Majority or what?
Majority.
Majority would say they don't. Okay. Valeria, number 5.
Do you find it easy to unwind after work? Unwind after work or school? I think that majority it could be yes, because they were so tired. So they want to fall asleep.
Definitely. Right, and number 6, please. I know who's the 30. Allman, number 6. No, has everyone done one? Who did I skip? Correct?
Me.
Okay. Veronica, can you read number 6, please?
How good do you think your work-life balance is? And for the majority of the people, I think that is good because
You have a
I
good
think that
balance.
now this balance is important in the company.
All right, so let's go ahead and see what really were the results. See if you guys are right. Let's see. 114.
Unit 2, page 25, track 14.
As part of our efforts to improve the work-life balance of the people who work here, we've done a small survey of 20 of our employees. Everyone in the survey was between 21 and 30 years old. One of the things we wanted to find out was how people spend their time when they're not working. And these are the results. First, nearly half the group regularly works late at the office. In fact, 9 out of 20 people stay late to work at least 3 times every week. However, hardly any of them thought this was a bad thing. Only 3 of them, in fact. 25% of the group had done volunteer work at some time in their lives, but only 10% were doing it now. Next, classes. The group as a whole was very interested in taking classes or doing activities at night. The vast majority say they take at least one night class, mostly art or language classes. Only a small minority would like to take more night classes, though. So it's not surprising that a lot of people are either taking or have taken some kind of online classes, mostly to expand their career opportunities by getting a degree or learning new skills. Everyone said that a good way of relaxing was watching TV or a DVD, but nobody liked doing this every evening. Only a few people said they turned their computer on every evening, with visiting chat rooms being the most popular online activity. The majority of the group preferred being with friends or family to being on their own as a way of relaxing. 60% said they found it easy to unwind after work, but the vast majority of people said they would like to change their work-life balance. Most said they want to work less and make more time for themselves.
All right, very good, guys. Questions? Yeah. All right. Let's go to 10A. Can you read the instructions for me, please, Alexandra?
10 a.m. Write some question for a survey. First, underline the parts of the questions in exercise 9A that you can use. For example, do you ever?
Very good. So let's first underline those phrases, guys, before you continue. So we know that the first one is the example that's mentioned, right? Do you ever? What's the question we have? Well, phrase we can use in number 2, guys.
Have you ever? Have you ever?
Do you take? Do you usually turn on? Do you usually, sorry. Do you find it easy? How good do you think? Okay. So these are some phrases you can use, okay? Questions, guys? All right, so we're not going to do it like as abroad. We're going to mix 10A with 10B. Can you read the instructions for 10B for me, Natalie, please?
Choose which survey to do. 1, the internet in people's lives, or 2, the arts in people's lives. Write 6-8 questions for your survey.
6 to 8. Okay, definitely. Okay, so now that you've seen the phrases, right, like do you ever, you're going to choose one of these topics, okay? Either the internet in people's lives, the art in people's lives, and you're going to create 6, 7, or 8 questions for a survey. Like, for example, the internet in people's lives. Do you ever use the internet? How often do you use the internet? Okay. Questions that apply with any of these 2 topics. Okay. Questions, guys, before I send you to work, guys?
No. No.
Okay. Hi, Camila.
Hi.
Okay. Do you have the question? The first question, or are you writing?
I'm going to.
No me quedan 5 minutos.
Recording in progress. Recording in progress.
Mami, me huele a gas. Como a veces se quieren matar. Bien.
Just so you know, you're on mute because I muted you all earlier. But guys, it's 9:15. Go ahead and have a good night. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
See you,
Bye, teacher.
teacher. Bye.